Hello again, my name's Gabe Zolna. You want to go Google this little video that's up on YouTube. It's Bill Whittle, and he has two guests on, and we're talking about Obamacare. The title of this particular video is Obamacare Wasteland. Yeah, and he asks some of these folks as to what it would have cost to develop a software package that would be complete, would be secure, would function at all ends, would have software developed to pay the doctors, unlike what Obamacare doesn't have. And for those of you that may or may not know, this abomination has cost the taxpayer probably $1 billion, if not more. And what they've concluded is that from between 5 million to 10 million, they could have developed a totally bulletproof package, complete package, no one that's 3/4 complete, you know what I mean? A complete package. And so, in essence, what that means is that what Obama bought was 20,000 times more expensive. 20,000 times more expensive. That's how you get to $1 billion from 5 to 10 million, you know what I mean? And it's pretty amazing. What also came out of this, which is interesting, the company in Montreal, Canada, CGI, that Obama signed a contract with, or he had Kathleen Sebelius sign a contract with, the lady that's their vice president was a sorority sister of Michelle Obama. I think her name is Miss Campbell. And what's interesting is Miss Campbell became the senior vice president of CGI just as that contract was executed. Yeah, you just something fishy going on here? I sort of do. Oh, what about you? Yeah, so you want to take a look at this little video. I think you'll find it to be rather interesting, absolutely entertaining, and frighteningly factual. Obamacare, yeah. It's going down the drain, folks. Problem is, he's taking the country with it. You know, if you take a look at the amount of money that they spent on the exchanges alone, just the exchanges, which I think is north of $5 billion, never mind the $1 billion he trashed for the software that doesn't work, how long do you think that would have paid for the healthcare services of the, what, 30 million that couldn't afford healthcare insurance? You know, the only people that are approving of Obama's leadership are those people at the bottom end of the economic scale. Now, I feel sorry for them, but in most cases, they're products of their own making. You know, no one said that they had to quit school in grade 3 or 2 or 1 or 7 or whatever it was. And no one said that they had to become dependents on the government. And what you're going to find, and this is evident as heck, what tends to happen is that kind of lifestyle breeds that kind of lifestyle. In other words, people that are on the dole, the government support system, in most cases they could be second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth generation. That's how they live. That's how they exist. That's how they enjoy their lives. That's all they know. And you know, I'm a firm believer that we're products of our environment. And obviously, if you're brought up in that kind of environment, you become a product of that kind of environment. Does that make sense to you? Makes a hell of a lot of sense to me, huh? What do you think? I told you what I think.